We have been talking a lot about the dangerous drop in temperatures that is forecast for this weekend. You don't want to be outside, but what if you don't have a home to go to? Some of our local organizations, such as the FM Legion Riders, Valley Vintage Car Club, the VFW Post, and many others, have come up with an idea to help others, especially homeless veterans in our area. And they're calling the event Freezin for a good reason. And today we have the commander of the Fargo VFW, Rick Kuhn, and also Tom Krabenhoff joining us today to talk about what you have planned for this weekend. You guys do know how cold it's going to be this weekend, right?
I haven't been paying attention.
Doesn't matter.
That's good. That's good. You don't want to know. But you know what? This just proves your point, because we're talking about homelessness, and you guys are really going to be showing just how real of a problem this is. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening this weekend and how you guys came up with this idea.
I went to a Moorhead Business Association meeting that was centered around the Frostival Festival that's going on. And Frostival involves all the park districts and everything. And I happened to throw out, hey, what if we stayed in a tent to raise awareness for, some issues here? And they liked it. And there was a young lady from Thrivent there that said, if you guys do it, I'll sponsor you. So that's kind of how the ball got rolling. And I called Mark Empting and Jesse Johnner, and they both agreed to stay out in the tent. And then whenever I get a crazy idea like this, I always call Rick, and he's like, yeah, I'll jump off the cliff if you do. So that's kind of how we ended up here. And
okay, and so if people didn't recognize the names, you have actually talked the Cass County Sheriff and the Clay County Sheriff into doing this. But you know what? I bet it's because they know the importance of raising awareness for this as well. Rick, so when Tom said, hey, we should do this, what were your first thoughts?
I said, count me all in.
So where is this going to be set up? How are people going to find you? And I know you have a few other things involving maybe even, collecting some items for people. What's all going to be going on, and how can people get involved?
We have I think it's a 1946 pickup that we're going to park outside. And we have a sheet, and the sheet has a list of items that the homeless shelters have requested. Up there it is on the TV, and it's a list of items that they've requested, and our goal is to fill that pickup up. If we fill it up once or twice or however many times, we're going to distribute the goods on there. And then on the Facebook pages and everything that's on both the counties and our Facebook, just about everywhere, the VFW, there's links to both the Brady Oberg Foundation and Churches United for the Homeless.
And you really got several different groups involved. We do a lot of work with the veterans groups, but a lot of times you guys are working separately on different events. How did it all come together with several groups in this event?
That's the amazing part. When Rick and I first met, we always talked about, getting service organizations together, and I really got to credit both the sheriffs for that, because they were kind of like the catalyst that kind of got all of us together on this. Because I called Rick and I said, hey, let's call the AMVETS. We got them involved, and the American Legion's involved, and the Minnesota Army National Guard supporting us. So we just, it just really snowballed, and I'm just really, just really proud to live in this community where you get, especially like the sheriffs, doing that. And everybody has better things to do on a Saturday night, except for maybe Rick, I guess, but, and everything on a Saturday night. So, but we're going to stay outside to do something good. And it's just amazing that people just, gave up their time to do that.
Yeah, it's been kind of Tom and I's vision to bring all the groups together, because without each other, we're not going to survive.
And so talk, what time exactly and where exactly? Kind of walk me through where it all starts.
Well, we're going to kick off at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and we're going to go till noon Sunday. That'll be 44 hours. And like Rick Schertz illustrates, the 22 veterans a day commit suicide. So we're going to do this event over 2 days, 22 hours each day, to represent the 22 veterans a day that commit suicide. And the tent represents the homeless epidemic that we have in our community.
Yeah, and Rick, I have talked to you on North Dakota Today about your passion for suicide awareness and 22. Can you talk about that just briefly, how it has really touched you and affected your life?
Yeah, I mean, as a veteran, you can take the veteran out of the theater of war, but you'll never take the war out of the veteran. And like I mentioned in the past, my bunkmate committed suicide right when we got back. So it's been a deeply passion for me. And, and divorce rate is like 50% in our unit when they got back. So, I mean, everything affects, kind of snowballs each other.
Well, both of you, thank you for your service, and hopefully people rally around our veterans and the veterans groups rallying around each other. We'll post information on our North Dakota Today Facebook page as well, so people can help fill up that truck and, of course, raise awareness for homeless veterans and suicide awareness. Go ahead.
If I can interject one more thing, I talked to Richard Arness this morning, Dr. Arness, and he and I are going to sleep on the ground Friday night. We're gonna forgo the tent and we're gonna do the ground thing. So we're doing that to really hope that people, will come on there and check that out. So we're gonna take pictures of us laying outside.
So that frees us a spot in the tent for you, Lisa.
There's room for me. Thank you. I know Dr. Arness too. You guys are tough. This is incredible what you're doing. I am so impressed, and hopefully people support the cause as well. Good luck. Stay warm, and thank you again for your service.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Lisa.
And you guys are a little crazy. You do know that, though. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, we're going to get your entertainment news fix. Stay with us.